Welcome to Shed T7. In this video we will show you and tell you about the 5 modifications, the main modifications we have done on the bikes, and 2 modifications we did not do, and also we will tell you about our way of traveling. First I will tell you about our way of traveling. We call it slow traveling. We don't drive very fast, we stop very often to make pictures, we make movies, and we like to see the nature, culture and the complete environment. We will show you a little bit in a few minutes. And also we don't want to have our bikes, it's a little bit neutral as it is from the shop. But below that there are a lot of modifications made, and we will show you the 5 main modifications.
Ja, dat is als we weer geen asfalt hebben, heb je stof.
When you look at the bike, especially this one, this part is normal standard grey, but it's black because this is the Ace 23 liter tank. It gives us a range of 550 kilometers. It looks nice, it fits perfect, and you don't have to think after every 300 kilometers where is the gas station. We can ride all day and then at the end of the day fill up and ready for next day. And we will show you all the main modifications in detail, but first I will explain them. So the Ace fuel tank, we are very happy with it. It works well, it looks nice, and 23 liters. Also on this bike you see the blue rims. It was standard blue rims, but when you see this bike, it's not a rally version, it's the first edition that has now golden rims. We have changed the standard rims with Haan wheels axle rims. And then maybe you think, okay, you are not hard enduro riders, that's correct. But we like to ride the tough roads, not the small roads, not the single tracks, but there are tough roads. And these are 50% more capable with the spokes, with the rims, and they can handle the bad roads better. Then we have the third modification, that is the crash bar. Maybe not the first choice of everyone, but for us it's very good to protect this. We don't need a high one because when it's falling down it will fall on this one and on that one. And we use it for our bags to have small things on hand. So simple crash bars will protect a lot. And below that it is the best plate. Maybe not everyone's choice, but when we bought a bike this was the only thing we had, and yeah, we are very happy with it. It's very solid. It has taken already some hits. Then the 5th modification is the suspension. This bike has Hyper Pro progressive suspension in the front and in the back. And For hard enduro it's not the best solution, but for the bad roads it's a very good solution because of all the holes and pits they are taking the first by the progressive springs. And when you look carefully, you see that that bike is lowered, and that is also done by Hyperpro. It's 7 centimeters lowered. That results in lower ground free space, but as mentioned before, slow riding, bad roads, for the time now, it's good. So in detail, the Ace tank, it's a little bit higher, but as you see it fits very nice on the bike, and even with the tank bag it looks good, and this one as well. You see here the Haan axle rims with steel spokes and new brake disc. Not only better, but it looks very nice as well. The golden and the blue rims together. This is the SV Motec crash bars. Maybe not the first choice of everyone because it's fitted here at the engine bolt. When you do hard enduro riding and make a big crash, then it could be happen that the engine is broken down as well. But for us, it's okay. And here you can see easily fit the SV Motec bag on it. The base plate 4mm and fits perfect. And you see this is after modification by Yamaha, because the first was a little bit too high and the brake pedal could touch it, but they had a recall on it and this is a new one. This is my bike with only the progressive spring. You can see the purple color of Hyperpro, and in the front, yeah, you cannot see it, but it's in the front as well. And this is the Hyperpro especially made for this bike, lowered by 7 centimeters, fully adjustable, in, out, everything. And yes, Yanni is happy with it. So T7 project. So those are the 5 main modifications: ACBIS tank, SV Motec crash bars, bash plate, the Haan axle rims, and on both bikes the Hyperpro progressive suspension, and that one extra 7 centimeters lowered. On the T7 there are 2 modifications that a lot of people make. One of them is the tail tidy, and as you can see we don't have that, because when you have a tail tidy the bike is giving up a lot of dirt, and you don't want that when you are traveling. So we don't have a tail tidy, but what we do have is a tidy tail. And a lot of people has also in the front the high fender, and it is kindly the same as on the rear. When you have the fender on top of this, the bike is going all the dirt inside your bike, and you don't want that when you are traveling. So those two, the tail tidy and the high fender, we don't have. So that was it. 5 modifications, the main modifications we did, and 2 modifications we did not do. But I want to mention to show you, when we have completed the project, I have bought myself a real nice Tenere t-shirts. So our project is ready to travel. I hope you like this video. You can subscribe down below, give us a thumbs up. Until next time.